Google Stitch helps you transform your ideas into UI designs for either mobile or web applications. This is a tool made by Google themselves to help you reimagine your interfaces if you are building an app or you are building a website. It takes those ideas you have in your head and actually visualizes it to you before you actually start creating the wireframes, designing the product itself. That way, it's quick for you to imagine and make changes before you actually dive in. And as you can see from here, it says you can actually export to Figma after you have done your designs. So how do we get to this platform? To start with, you can easily go to Google and search for Stitch. Or you can just type Google Stitch, whichever one is cool for you. You can see if you just type Stitch and you click on search, you see the first link that comes up is this Stitch design with AI. You click on it and it brings you to this same interface. So now you have to log in. Okay, these are some designs that have been done here. Okay, and this is why I'm introducing this platform to you is, let's just say for instance you go to Mobin and you can't find the ideas you want exactly the way you want it. You can actually come here and prompt your own ideas and use it to do your prototyping and visuals as you like. So let's try and log in because we can't see a login icon, a login button or sign up button. So if we say try now, it prompts us to, okay, we sign in immediately. So I don't know, for some reason it automatically signed me in. So you guys can still try it out and see. Probably there's a sign up button on your own end, but you just try it out. So these are basically generations I've done so far. But how do you navigate this platform? First of all, there are some new features I can see here from the last time I used it. You'll see the previous projects you've done on this side. And it says my projects, and you also see shared with me. These are projects that might have been shared with you. They will appear here. So coming to this end, you click on this. You have docs, FAQs, forum, Discord, prompt guide. That's good. Send feedback. That's for support. And privacy notice. You guys also go through this if you want. But let's check out the prompt guide. Let's see. So build with Google AI Forum. So Stitch prompt guide, effective prompting. So this is a guide to help you to understand how to prompt better. So it says prompt example on homepage, add search bar. So it's just precise prompting. So you can go through this as well and see if anything here helps you with your design. So let's just go back to Stitch. So coming back to the top, you can see you have app and you have web. So you have to select exactly what you are building for. If it's an app, you have to select app. If it's a web, select web. Then here is, you can upload images. So maybe you have something from Pinterest you want to take inspiration from. Or you can even add a URL link, maybe a website you want to take inspiration from. So it will literally look at that website and you can now prompt the changes you want or the way you want to twist it, and create your own variation, your own version. Here you have the model you can leverage. You have 3.0 Flash, and you have Thinking with 3 Pro. So this gives you high quality designs in HTML with Gemini 3 Flash. Export to coding agents like Anti-Gravity, Cursor, and the rest of them. And this one, Thinking with 3 Pro, uses Gemini Pro, prioritizes maximum quality and reasoning over speed. Redesign existing apps or sites with Nano Banana Pro, attach a screenshot. This is good. So for something like this, now if I select it, I can literally go to Mobin, pick a screen, I like there and click on redesign. So maybe I can redesign an app, maybe like a Revolt, Revolt app, which is for finance. I can actually grab it from Mobin, upload it here, and click redesign. And this too will give me a different version of it. I can work with that, prototype it, and the rest. Now, fast design fast with Gemini Flash. Export designs to code on Figma. Also good. So you select your preference and you work with that. So we're going to use 3 Flash. This button here is for activating whatever prompt you've written here to start. Okay, so let's say this. Okay, we've already talked about this, and here you have to try this prompt. They are suggesting some prompts for you to try out, so you can feel free to try them out. So let's say let's use this one. A user interface that allows restaurants to edit the content of menu items appearing on their websites for ordering. Long story. So let's just click on this and see. So it starts work. Now let's also look at this interface here. We have the export. This exports to Figma, I'm sure. Yeah. Or let's see. No screen selected. So let's just wait for the generation to be done. And this is for closing and opening this side menu. This is for renaming your project. This is for downloading your project, maybe code, yeah. Duplicating your project. You can undo, redo, copy and paste, help, FAQs and the rest of them, settings, delete project, command menu, send feedback. And coming down here, this is where you can instruct AI to do something else you want. And this is to generate variations of design you have. This is for design system. And see, this even has a design system, and that's good. So you can use a design system here. So you have to create a design system first. So we'll look at all this when this is done. You can still select your model here. You can add screenshot, sketch, or visual inspiration here too. You can change the background color from here if you want. I love purple for some reason. Dark purple, right? Anyway. So the design is done. This is what we have, right? And let's try and see if we can create a design system. Okay. Corner radius. So this should actually be created before you even start generating. So it uses this before you generate. So it infuses your design system into your design. So because we didn't do it, it just randomly picked any color it likes. So you can save this as your design system if you want. You can save. I need to save this as your design system. So let's see. Okay, it's still there. So you can rename it too, and give it a new name if you want. Yeah, and say X. Save. So that'll be your design system. So if you prompt again for anything, it will use your existing design system to do what it needs to do. So you've selected it. Once you select it, you can now prompt based on this design system you have here. Okay, and you can still edit your design system. Change the color to something else you want. Something in this range if you want that. Change the fonts, IBM, corner radius, and save. So this is already saved. I can still create a new design system as well if you want, and that's by the way. So coming down here, this is for the color, this is for zooming in and out. Zoom in, zoom out, 100%, fit, zoom selection. So fit, you can click on this to move left and right. Use this to zoom in. You can see how neat this is. Okay, you can still zoom out, move left and right. This is for selection. You can select a particular frame, and this is upload files to Canva. So you can add images where you want it on your design. Now coming up here, so let's deselect this. So we need to deselect this design system. I can even apply it immediately, save and apply if I want to. Okay, so let's see what happens. Now this button is for generating variations. So as far as I've selected them and I type a prompt, it works with what I have here immediately. So coming to this is for moving this left and right or around. Yeah, this for zooming in, adding images. And when you click on a selection, you see at the top you have, let's use this to select. So now here you have variations. So you want to create a variation of this one, to create a variation of it. Regenerate to be done. Predictive heat map. So you want to know where people will touch often on this screen. So the heat map will be generated. So this is how you do accessibility testing as well. So you want to know where people will possibly touch. So if you realize that some parts are not touched well, and maybe people will not be touching this area, but I know that you need people to touch it, and you have to now redesign based on the heat map. So that's what this is for. Then edit, add to cart. So annotate for adding text and responses on your design. So that means because you can collaborate with people and they can come check it out and add annotations on your design. You can change the design system like we said. In preview, if you want to preview it on a new tab without the side menu, and QR code to view it, mobile, tablet, desktop view, then more, view the code. There's a code here already, you can view it immediately. So that's why it's going to be easier to prototype. You can copy it to Figma just by copying it and going to Figma and you paste it there. And you can export as well. So I think you can export this and re-import it to Figma. Or is it the code? I have to confirm. Then download. These are all features you can try. So let's see export. What happens? So you can export to AI Studio. That's good. Export to Figma. Export to Juice. Export via zip. Code to clipboard. So what you are doing here is you're exporting the code. Okay. Now download. What happens here is it downloads the screen as an image. So and that's that for that. Then you can delete it if you want to. You can view the code. Then this is if you like. If you can just say good design if you like it, or bad design. So this gives a feedback to the Google Stitch team to know that they are doing well, or they can get better. And I think that's basically it. You can see this is the other design it generated, the second screen. So with this you already have an idea of what you want to build, and you can start off with building. Once you export the image, you can prototype it, test it, add an authentication screen, share it with people to test as well, and that's it. So with that, we'll round up with Google Stitch, and I'll see you in the next video. And also remember, you can use Google Stitch with anti-gravity cursor. This tool has to be in your ecosystem. It helps you visualize ideas immediately. If you can't find an inspiration from anywhere on the internet. So thank you and take care. I'm Justin Abo. I'll see you later.